guy right now is Candace Katari Owens. Damn. This news must be nothing short of tragic for her. Because as far as she's concerned, her supposed main funder, her main source of revenue outside of YouTube, of course, and maybe her paid channels and things of that nature. Allegedly. I mean,
what's up, squad? Back with another video. I see the title going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all got it here. I know, another Jasmine Crockett video. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. With the videos that I do, I have been doing. I say the past few days. It has been, more information when it comes to Jasmine Crockett and Carmelo Anthony. I've been staying on top of that. I've been trying my best to stay on top of that. There's actually some new news to me that came out, so make sure y'all stay tuned for the video that'll be dropped. When it comes to after this video. But y'all see it here. Literally, I seen this, and when I tell you that it's certain things that make me mad, this is one of them. Jasmine Crockett says he literally sounds like someone who has broken out of the insane asylum. So he's talking about Trump, of course. Literally says here that Jasmine Crockett blasts Trump's U.S. U.S. Army graduation speech and says Republicans should question Trump's mental fitness, just like they did with Joe Biden. So, mind you, that's what the post said. We know the truth to it. We know what's real to it. But check this out, y'all.
It is time for Republicans to start calling him out and start questioning his mental acuity and whether or not he is equipped to serve mentally. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. People try to talk about the mental acuity of Joe Biden. And as someone who was able to interact with him, I never questioned his mental acuity.
And there's more. I know I showed y'all this video, but I came across this one right here. Hopefully that this video gets through. A lot of these videos I try to get through, and if it isn't, I'm mad. If y'all don't see this video, honestly, right here. So check this out. Hopefully both of these videos. This is on Jimmy Kimmel's. I usually get copyright on that, but hopefully we don't. Praying that we don't. But if y'all gonna see them, that's why I literally just showed y'all what it is. CBS and Jimmy Kimmel. If y'all don't see that, I got blocked on it. But check out what she says right here, y'all.
The Republicans on
crazy
oversight have said they thought that Democrats lied and the White House lied to the American people about the former President Biden's, cognitive decline when people saw it for themselves on the screen, whatever. And so what do you say to those who say the Democrats hurt themselves in that whole deal?
I think we did hurt ourselves. I don't think it's for the reasons that you're laying out, but I do think we hurt ourselves because what Democrats tend to do.
I'm gonna be real. She answered the question without even knowing that she answered the question. What Democrats tend to do is be in denial, just like she just was. Just like she just answered. Check it out. If y'all catch it, check it out.
Cognitive decline when people saw it for themselves on the screen, whatever. And so what do you say to those who say the Democrats hurt themselves in that whole deal?
I think we did hurt ourselves. I don't think it's for the reasons that you're laying out, but I do think we hurt ourselves because what Democrats tend to do is the Republicans know how to create an ecosystem of commentary, whether it's true or not, right? Because how long have we been talking about the whole Medicaid thing? Like, they will continue to readjust their message, but they are going to have a message and they are going to create an ecosystem of lies, right? And so there were Democrats that fell for it and we became divided. And that is how it led to this kind of unprecedented moment of Joe Biden stepping down and Kamala Harris running. And so I think that people should have just stuck to their guns about what it is that they knew. Now, obviously, it's not like I've known Joe Biden my whole life, because I haven't. But I can tell you that I literally have had conversations with him, not once, not twice, probably not even 3 times, multiple times. And I never, ever, ever felt like I saw anything that was decline. Now,
So you mean to tell me? Let me put this. Let me throw this out here. So you mean to tell me that she's talked to Joe Biden? This is no disrespect to Joe Biden. I understand what he's going through. I understand. I got to say that. But at the same time, let's be real with ourselves. She means to tell me that she wants to check Trump about his mental decline, and he's doing everything plus some, way more than Kamala and Joe Biden did in the 4 years they was in office. Then on top of that, she's saying that she's talked to Joe Biden many times and hasn't seen any of it. Mind you, we see a lot of it online. We see a lot of it on TV. We see it. When I say we see it, everywhere we see it. So seeing it in person is even worse. I'm not trying to talk about them, but it's true and it's factual. And this is what I'm talking about, bro. Being in denial, sitting there lying. She want to say that they're coming up with these lies, Republican lies, and this, that, and the other, and she's not doing nothing but sitting right in that chair and lying. And this is exactly why the Democrats, I'm telling y'all, are in a position that they're in.
would I be honest if I said that we don't all decline at some point? Like, there has to be a point, just because we're aging, that there is like a level of kind of fall off that we all have. I think that that's the natural part of aging. It's the same thing that happens with our bodies, right? Like, this is a whole body thing. Like, you're probably not running 10 miles anymore like you used to.
Okay, well, it's more than that. I don't expect myself to run 10 miles, but I'm just saying that, like, she's made this is where the excuses come in. So you want somebody, and she's literally she's going back and forth. First off, she didn't see it, but now it's we can't expect. He's aging and he's doing this, he's doing it. You can't go there. They seen it. She's literally saying it herself that the mental decline. I mean, he had a mental decline. That's just what it is. And I'm telling y'all, bro.
Right? So there is a natural, but does that mean that you're not qualified? Or does it mean that it is so detrimental that it's causing harm? Absolutely not. Because I can remember
Yet. Just think about that, yet. I'm telling y'all, bro. So you want somebody that obviously the President of the United States, and not trying to be funny, but you got them falling everywhere, got them falling going up the steps. Not remembering things, you want somebody obviously doing it. And no disrespect to anybody going through that, Joe Biden, none of that. But I'm just being real with you. And this is exactly what they did, is what she's doing right now.
When all these stories started to kind of start up, and there was this interview, and actually it wasn't an interview, it was a press conference. It was a press conference, and it had to deal with foreign affairs. And, Joe Biden, anybody know anything about him, they know foreign affairs is like his wheelhouse. And he was so on point. Like, he understood, like, on a whole other level. And frankly, the rest of the world actually respected him. And it's not like, who the world is pissed off at? It wasn't Joe Biden. It's Donald Trump. When you have literally King Charles that's going off in Canada about Trump, when you have Canada, one of our close allies, that's going off about Trump, when you have Mexico, one
Canada twice,
of our close allies, that's going off about Trump. These are people that had an opportunity to interact with both. And let me tell you, are people that had an opportunity, our close allies, one of our close allies, that's going off about Trump. When you have Mexico,
So she named Canada and Mexico, that's it? And she said the world? She not know how big the world is?
Our close allies, that's going off
Trump
about
business.
Trump. These are people that had an opportunity to interact with both. And let me tell you, no one claimed that he was unintelligent or that there was some level of decline to where he was unable to comprehend or unable to perform. That did not exist. And so the fact that we buy into these false narratives, the fact that we're even having this conversation when literally Joe Biden is not the president, and right now whatever harms that are going to be suffered by the American people have nothing to do with Joe Biden, because we didn't have to worry about the stock market crashing every other day when Joe Biden was in office. We didn't have to worry about whether or not people were going to have their Medicaid when Joe Biden was in office. We didn't have debates about whether or not people would have Social Security when Joe Biden was in office. So let me tell you, if Joe Biden was like
I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let y'all speak. I'm just saying, like, come on now.
Deficient in some way, and he was still able to keep this sucker on the tracks, then give me a mentally deficient Joe Biden any given day over Donald Trump.
She didn't say that. She didn't say that, y'all.
Mentally deficient in some way, and he was still able to keep this sucker on the tracks, then give me a mentally deficient Joe Biden.
How did Joe Biden keep anything on how did, bro, what? There's people actually out there that like Jasmine Crockett. Cause y'all hearing what she's saying right now?
And he was still able to keep this sucker on the tracks, then give me a mentally deficient Joe Biden any given day over Donald Trump.
She's not being real. She's not, like, I don't see that. Honestly, don't see that. I know a lot of people like, yeah, Jasmine Crockett really loves Joe Biden and this, that, and the other. Man, I'm telling y'all, bro, I can't believe none of that. I can't believe none of that, because I feel like she can't be real with herself. I really feel like she can't be real. It gets worse. It gets worse.
I don't think that, honestly, policy is what we need to be fighting about. Because guess what? Can't nobody tell you what Donald Trump's policies were at all. Like,
can anybody tell me what Kamala policies were? And don't name Joe Biden's, because that's what she copied from, and don't name Trump's, because that's what she copied from. What was Kamala's policies? People can't even name what Kamala really accomplished in general. People can't name what, like, my thing is, when it comes down to it, is that I feel like a lot of this is honestly just to bash Trump and bash Trump's, because there's no way she just said people don't know what Trump's
policy is what we need to be fighting about. Because guess what? Can't nobody tell you what Donald Trump's policies were at all. Like, you ask them, like, what policies? I don't know, but he gonna bring down the cost of eggs. But last time I checked, that didn't happen, right? Mm-hmm. It'd be like, well, we're saying it's Project 2025. No, Donald said he knows nothing about that. And then what happened? All of Project 2025 started to come around. So, like, I don't even think that it's policy. I think that people are voting on vibes. I think that
people are voting on vibes. And this is exactly why Kamala lost that bad, because of the thinking of Jasmine Crockett. I can tell y'all right now, I'm telling y'all, Kamala is definitely the worst of the worst. Kamala is definitely the worst of the worst. Definitely. But when I tell y'all that this is probably the most, he said people are voting on vibes, bro. What does that even mean? I'm trying to figure out, what does that even mean? The vibe of what? She said instead the Democratic Party should focus on vibes. That's it. That's exactly why they're in the position that they're in. Trump's policies. Get rid of government corruption. No tax on tips and overtime. End war overseas. Ship out illegal immigrants and stop funding them. Put the money back in our economy. Putting tariffs on China. Making NATO pay for protection. Build up the middle class. Proof is in the pudding, as he has a proven record. Trump informs us. So whatever Jasmine Crockett is saying right now, that people didn't know what his policies were, I just named some. So I'm just confused on like what. That's wild. Check it out.
And one thing about Trump supporters, when y'all ask us about his policies, we don't mind telling y'all his policies, because he makes sure we stay updated on everything he's doing. I love the Black Plan for Economics, the Platinum Plan. I love getting rid of government corruption. I love no tax on tips and overtime. I love ending the war overseas. I love shipping out illegal immigrants and stop funding them and sending them back to their country and putting that money back into the economy. I love him putting tariffs on China. I love him making NATO to pay for protection. I love those things. Can y'all tell me any of Kamala's plans?
What I tell y'all?
What is her plan? Because he addressed his people. He addressed us. He talked to us. We know every single thing he's doing, including the people he's working with. But can y'all do that? Y'all don't want to talk about her national race. Like, y'all are not informed at all. I love how he talk about hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrant kids are missing. I love how he talk about the war on our kids and how our kids are being placed to the industry. I love that he can speak about those things and let us know he's planning to help stop that. I love the way he's talking about building up the middle class, and it's proof because during his administration, those 4 years, the middle class were booming. I love that he's cutting tax on corporate businesses. I love that. We are an informed community because he informs us of everything he's doing, and the proof is in the pudding. Obama had 8 years, Bush had 8 years, Kamala had 3.5 years, and she's just now starting to do interviews. And Biden don't even know if he's a human or alien or a corpse. He don't know if he in La La Land or Disney World.
And mind you, she did say this before, the cancer and stuff, came out. So I don't want people, get mad at, this woman for saying, and I don't know a lot of y'all like, so what? But at the same time, there are people out there that, why would she say that? And this video was made before that. But this video really just showed you everything. I mean, it's literally showing you, and I'm not even just about to base it off the color of her skin. I'm going to base it off of people with common sense. People that's actually knowing, the real, knowing what's going on. Seeing, oh, okay, well, this person is looking out for this, and he's doing this, he's doing that. And it benefits you. It benefits your family. It benefits the Americans. And she's obviously seeing that. Speaking of government corruption, I seen this. Jasmine Crockett, as an attorney, never earned more than $30K per year. In 2022, she earned under, and this on Laser, the conservative on X, says in 2022, she earned under $15K as an attorney with a 1-star rating from clients who reviewed her firm on Yelp before it was deleted. Fast forward 2 years later, she somehow has a net worth of $9 million. Y'all can see it right here. It says the Crockett Law Firm, PLC. Jasmine Crockett formed her new law firm in 2019. In 2021, her law firm, the Crockett Law Firm, PLC, reported a profit of $26,000. If y'all don't believe me, y'all can look up Officer Tatum. He has a lot of receipts. I've played it before, but y'all can go see for yourself. In 2022, the firm's profit was $14,979. Pretty crazy. Play this video here. Check it out.
Everybody knows who Jasmine Crockett is right about now. And, well, let's just say she's got the attention of Doge after all the crap she's been talking about Elon. Elon posted on X the other day, well, Jasmine, I see that you make $174,000 a year, but in the 18 months that you've been in the House of Representatives, you have purchased a $5 million house in Texas. You have a $2.5 million lake house and another house you bought for $1.5 million. So, Elon and the United States government, along with so many more citizens, would love to know, Jasmine, how did you buy all that?
Big facts. I'm telling y'all. I love playing that video. I love playing that video. I'm telling y'all because we want to know. We want to know. Say it's interesting that Jasmine Crockett wants to stop Elon Musk from exposing government corruption. And trust and believe, they're going to make it happen. They're going to make it happen. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. So you got here, like I said, salary $174,000, net worth $9 million. Has properties of, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this lakefront cabin isn't $5 million. It probably is, but I think it's $2 million. It's either $1.5 million or $2 million. I don't think it's $5 million at all, but does have a loft, $1.5 million, and a townhouse. That's $2 million. So when I tell y'all that a lot of this, when it comes to Jasmine Crockett, that because they're getting caught up and they are getting a lot of the things that they getting investigated by, like when it comes down to it, trust and believe, I can definitely feel the crazy thing is, it's just not Jasmine Crockett. It's plenty of Democrats, and this is exactly why she's saying these things. She said before, what was it, a couple days ago? when I played the video of her saying that she's going to investigate Trump and Trump's family, man, they know they're in the wrong. Trust and believe. I'm telling y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Let me know y'all comments and thoughts down below. Stay tuned for these next videos that I'm going to be dropping for real.